Today we are going to go a little off script and take a look at different subscription boxes, quilt kits, and again, bundling up the whole quilt package yourself with using a pattern. The reason that I'm doing this is I kind of wanted to look at some pricing, see which one is the better investment. I have a couple ending, and obviously I'm looking for future because I have so many of these that are not complete. I'm hoping to finish them, let's see, maybe by next February, but we will see. I probably won't get some of these done, but I have some gift plans for some, and of course for the hope chest for my grandbabes when they get here. So we're going to start out with this Willow Cottage Quilt Co. Rag quilt kit. I know that's a lot there, so trying to say that all together. So I purchased this rag quilt from Willow Cottage Quilt Co. and it features an Acufactum fabric. I'm not sure what line, as I'm kind of new to Acufactum. So I loved this print. It's very charming, and it has strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, currants, and it's my favorite colorway with the pinks, the greens, and reds. So I'm really excited to start this. I have debated on whether or not I wanted to do the rag quilt or do something else, and I have some options because with this particular purchase, this quilt kit came with the top of the quilt and the backing. It did not need anything else. It doesn't need binding because it's a rag quilt. We want those edges to be raw, but I did have to purchase this book. It's called Fruity Quilts and Other Stitching Delights, and it has so many projects in it. The cost of the book is $35, and the rag quilt itself, the quilt kit, is $189 for a quilt that measures about 48 inches by 60 inches. So another charge that I incurred with purchasing this is $19. I did order this out of Canada. That's where the quilt shop is. And prior to deciding on this purchase, I did look at a lot of the book options. They actually had a video where I can actually see what I was ordering if I ordered the book. So I have a lot of projects that I'm able to do. I'll need more Acufactum fabric, of course, but at the moment, we're just going to hold and wait and see about getting some of these other projects done. The next one is the Laundry Basket Quilt Little Quilt subscription. It's a little quilt, so the size of the little quilt is 21.5 by 21.5 inches, and it is $69.95, which includes all the taxes and shipping within the $69.95 total. And the cool thing about this is you can order it two ways. One, you can go to the website, Laundry Basket Quilts, and you can order it there, or you can sign up for the subscription and get the little quilt, be part of the little quilt club and get little quilts every month, which is really cool because I do plan on doing this, but probably not until I knock out some of these other projects. Everything's so labeled nicely. The backing, the binding, the fabric is divine, and I do like the instructions. They're in color, they're easy to understand, and again, this has everything with it. The only thing that's missing out of this particular subscription or quilt package or quilt kit is the batting. So when I first started, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know anything about the batting, the sashing, the backing. I mean, they're words. I can kind of put it together. However, I wasn't exactly sure, and for me, I don't ever know until I actually experience it, at it, and attempt to work with it. This next box is FatQuarter Shop's Sew Sampler monthly subscription quilting box, and I purchased this after watching Erica Art show all of the notions and fabric inside her, I think it's her April, there was a video in April. I love that it comes with all of these patterns, and this particular pattern, the one with the whales on it, will be used with this fabric, this colorway. I think it'll look really neat and really interesting, so I'm pretty excited. But you also have those other patterns to use if you decide you don't want to do the one with the whales, but I have an idea of a gift for somebody that I know that I'm going to give this to. Now, also what comes with this is a few notions like the machine needle, some thread, and a needle minder. So this particular subscription box, if you decide to make this particular quilt, you will need sashing, fat eighth for the accents, binding, as well as 3 yards of backing. This particular quilt will measure at 42.5 inches by 42.5 inches. Now, if you're wondering what the accent is, the accent is for the little whale smiles and the whale eyes. So you can use any contrasting fabric. I think it'll show up and look great. This subscription box costs a whole $43.17. I know you have to buy all of the extra things, the sashing, the accent, and the binding, and of course the backing, but I still kind of think this is a great deal because you're able to make a quilt under $100. Looking forward to trying this out during the holiday season. So this next subscription box is the Vintage Flower Sampler Quilt by Atsuko Matsuyama. I ordered this subscription box way back in September through Intrepid Thread, and it's kind of you get two per month. This is about $58.14. I know looking at this little package, it looks like it's not much. However, the sizes of the packages vary throughout the year. Remember that $58 is throughout an entire 12-month period. and you get some notions, different types of fabric. This is definitely going to be an heirloom quilt because the cost of it will probably be about $1,000 or more, depending on if I get it quilted or if I quilt it myself. So a couple of other things to consider with the price of this subscription is that the quilt ends up being pretty close to a queen size. And in addition to that, you do complete 2 blocks of the month and you receive a variety of fabrics. So this next quilt is my attempt to stay within a budget. I ordered this beautiful fabric from Alice Caroline, as well as the Alice's Country Diary quilt book. And then I also ordered the templates that went with it. Now, I think now that I probably should have just ordered the kit because the kit came with embroidery floss. It also came with more fabric. So I think that would have been a better deal. However, you know, you live and you learn. So next time I'm ordering off of there, that's probably what I'll do. So this next one is a DIY or buy pattern, and I spent a little close to $600 even though it was doubled. I love quilt kits because I save time and money. Subscription or block of the months can get pricey. Remember, you might be paying for shipping monthly. However, it is so fun to get a present in the mail even if I am buying it for myself. A little more time is needed for the buy patterns, and finally DIY, the whole thing requires a lot more time. So, what do you think? Some like to buy the whole quilt kit up front, like me. I love quilt kits. It's less expensive, everything's in one box, and they can just dive right in and complete the project as they'd like. And then you have others who'd rather spread the cost out over the whole year, pay a little extra for the shipping and packaging, but it feels easier on the budget and honestly kind of fun getting something extra in the mail each month. There's no right way. You need to do what you need to do that fits your life and how you like to quilt. Thanks for watching.